Let's learn how to save materials and keep profits up, especially when using Siser EasyColor DTV or any t-shirt transfer. You must have got into a position where you're doing a print and cut and you do not need majority of the page. This tutorial is going to show you exactly what to do and how to reuse your materials. Today I'm using Siser EasyColor DTV, which is honestly one of my best t-shirt transfers to use because it has that vibrancy, it doesn't wash out, and it has longevity. For those of you new here, I am Juliet. Keep watching and let's get crafting. This may have happened to many of you. You have your print then cut and you do not use the whole of your material. You do not go and weed your design. This will waste it. I'm going to tell you what you do. Okay, so you cut as close as you can to your registration marks, but do not cut your registration marks. Leave a tiny bit of white outside of your registration marks. Look how much I am going to cut here. So just as close as I can, and I'm going to snip it, leaving a bit of white below. You see the rest that is left over, I can reuse this again because it is still A4 in terms of the width. It can go into my printer. This only works, I believe, if you have a rear tray printer. I'm going to show you the printer that I use. Actually, the printer I use is discontinued. So I'm going to tell you the printer that is the next upgrade to my one. But this helps me save so much on materials. You see, you can just go into the back of your printer. As long as it's the same width, your printer will recognize it. And you can do another print and cut when an order comes in or when you want to do something again. It will come straight out of there. You can actually use this 3 times. I'm going to show you at the end the smallest type of size that you can actually use. You guys know, if you've been watching me on socials, that I absolutely love this printer. It's a Canon TS7. I will link, as I mentioned, the upgrade in the comment section. So if you are interested in it, you know what to do. So now we've got our design and it's on to weeding. When you are weeding your design, please ensure you've got sharp tools. It just makes it so much easier for you. And if you're a bit stuck on designing and how to design, I do have a HTVBOSS bootcamp when we go through all the design process of heat transfer vinyl and how to actually make money from your design. The cut setting I used on my Cricut machine was t-shirt transfer dark, and that gave me the perfect cut. I also added a bleed. So what a bleed does, it makes an ink lining around the design. So when I actually print my design and weed my design, there are no white marks at all. I would always recommend putting on a bleed when you have colored designs. This is also going to be like a little tutorial on how to correctly use Siser EasyColor DTV. So I like to cut up my designs into the pieces that I'm going to use firstly. And one thing you've got to realize is that with Siser EasyColor DTV, it comes with a transfer tape. There are some that come with a transfer tape, so when you're ordering it, it will say 10. There's one that says 5+5. If it says 5+5, that means you've got 5 sheets of t-shirt transfer and 5 sheets of this transfer tape, which is absolutely amazing, especially when you have your designs and you want to keep them together. So just measure how much I'm going to actually need and then neatly cut around it, making sure to leave a little excess space because you don't want any of your design to be hanging out of the transfer. So I do cut a tiny bit more than required. When I've done that, I just peel it off. With these nails, I did struggle. I peel it off and then I just place it on top of my transfer design. You'll use your scraper tool to really scrape your design onto your transfer. This one is my favorite scraper tool because it's so wide. It's actually from Tech Wrap. It's got a foam side and a more rigid side. I prefer to use a rigid side for this design, which doesn't scratch. So once that's fully adhered, you'll be able to peel off your design and it will be attached onto the transfer. This transfer is what you're going to put onto your t-shirt. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky, but you know, sometimes you just have to force it to come off as well. There you can see it's all come off perfect, ready for my t-shirt. Cut off any loose edges or any edges that are not flat because you want a very flat adhesion to your design. If you want like a full tutorial on using Siser EasyColor DTV, I actually do have one where I go through a designing process and how to print, how to use it correctly. I will link that one as well in the comment section so you can see. With these tinier designs, I do it a bit differently because they are so small. I'm going to be using my Cricut mini heat press. Usually when I use the mini heat press, I use it on the higher setting. This one doesn't have like a digital temperature. It's just got either 1, 2, or 3. So I put it on 3. It turns red. Once it turns green, that means it's ready to use. I love that it's got this base, which is heat resistant, so I can put it on my table and know that nothing is going to burn. When I use Siser EasyColor DTV with smaller designs, what I actually do is slightly different. Okay, I find it easier this way. So I firstly peel off my design. These socks are so cute, and this is like a little cultural baby girl I'm putting together. The customer requested these 2 flags, and I just put them on, and then I send it to the customer. So if you are someone who has got a craft business and maybe you're struggling with orders, struggling with sales, I do have a craft to cash guide. That is everything I wish I knew when I started my craft business. I've honestly poured everything into there in terms of worksheets, guides, and just to give you that confidence. For some materials, it works as a hot peel. I've noticed for the socks, you have to wait for it to cool down before you can peel it off. So please do test your materials to see whether you need to wait for it to cool down before you peel the transfer sheet off, or you can do it as a hot peel. Once I finish, I switched it off, and then you can see it's got this like shiny look. I really don't like the shiny look, so I press it again. I pull it under my heat press and I actually press it all again. And this is the magic to make sure it lasts through washes and washes and washes. I just put it on about 155 degrees Celsius for 10 seconds. That final press, it gets rid of all the shininess, and it also allows it to last. This is the HTV Run Auto Heat Press. I absolutely love it. I've had it for a couple of years now. I know I'm due for an upgrade soon, but this one is one of my faves. They do have a newer generation, which is more advanced because you can adjust the pressure. This one you can't adjust the pressure. It reads the pressure based on your materials itself, and then it will press your design. But for me, I've never had any issues with it. I can work with all types of materials, and it has been a game changer within my craft room. As always, I will link it below if you are interested in this one. So after this final press, all of the shininess does remove. It does stick a bit because the adhesive can stick to your Teflon sheet. So you can see it's very matte now, very smooth. It looks like it is actually part of the sock. And imagine I printed this with my home printer. No special printer needed, no special ink, and with Siser EasyColor DTV. It's absolutely adorable. This was the final look with the baby grow and the socks, 2 pairs of socks with the flags. Like, come on guys, tell me this is not cute. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments. So the next day I did have another order come through, and this is the sheet that I cut. Can you see this is not a full A4 sheet? I just pull it into the back of my printer, and I can easily just go to my Print Then Cut on my Cricut machine and print it out. This is why you need a rear tray, because the rear tray just measures the width. It doesn't measure the length of your paper that you're putting in. So you can see beautifully printed out. Here we've got Ghana and Ireland today. I'm actually Ghanaian, guys, so I really enjoyed putting this one together. Just like before, put it on your Cricut mat. Let your Cricut cut out your design. Do not cut it yet. You cut it at the end. The only thing I realized that if there's not the white paper on there, the Cricut can find it hard to read your design. So cut it afterwards. And this is such a game changer, and it saves so much money as well, because if you have bought this Siser EasyColor DTV, it's not cheap. So just underneath the registration lines, as close as you can get, cut it out. And you see this last piece that I've left, I can actually use this one more time. So I've made 3 uses out of that one A4 sheet of Siser EasyColor DTV. It can just go straight into my printer using the width like I used before. As long as your width is A4, you're perfect. So I hope I have answered that question, because this was a common question that I had, especially on my social media accounts. And I will be coming on here more often to help and teach you guys. But if you like this video, please show me a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.